Okay, I wanted to go over a couple quick apps for making labels, something to just kind of get you started making very basic labels that still look nice. The three apps that you can use are Fonto, Snapseed, and Over. All three of these apps will give you enough text and fonts and colors and capabilities to make some very nice labels. Okay, we're just going to jump right into this. I'm using an iPhone. I put it into landscape mode just so that it shows better on the video. I believe you can get all three of these apps on the Android as well. So we're just going to go through, do a quick label. You can do anything as far as a background that you want to. I just went to the internet, opened up Google, and just typed in white background just to get a good background for anything. You could do anything you want. I had one that had like a rose in the background. Went ahead, selected the photo. I took a screenshot of it. Go back into photos, and you can see I've got a few of these here, and you can go through and you can edit these down so that you just get there, you just have the white background, but I already have one selected, so I'm going to go ahead and select that one. You're going to go back, open up Snapseed, tap anywhere in the app, and you can go into your photos. So I'm just going to choose the white background. I'm going to resize it a little bit. Down in the bottom right corner, you've got the little pencil. If you click on that, you've got a bunch of different options in Snapseed. Now, if you had a photo like the rose I was talking about, you go into Tune Image, and then you could adjust the brightness, the contrast, and all that. For this one, we're just going to do the text. You can see down at the bottom, you've got a bunch of different text that you can choose from. You've got a bunch of different styles already laid out, so you can kind of get a little creative. I mean, you're limited in some of it, but if you're doing just basic labels, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So just go ahead and choose one. Double tap on the screen anywhere, and you can enter your text. So just delete out of that, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a simple line all the way across. I'm going to make this label as basic as possible, just real minimal. Hit OK. Go down to the bottom, right in the, you've got those three little icons. You've got the painter's palette. Just go ahead and click on that, and you can choose a color. I'm going to choose black, and then I'm going to adjust that a little bit. Hit the check mark over in the bottom right corner to make it stay. We're going to go ahead and do another line of text. Choose black again. I'm going to go ahead and double tap, and I'm going to do the exact same line again. And you don't have to do text to do these lines. You can go to Google again and just type in backgrounds, borders. I mean, you can definitely get creative if you wanted to. So we're just going to move that one up, hit the check mark to save it. I'm going to go ahead and do the text again, except this time I'm going to choose a different one. Choose a little bit of a gray. And I'm going to go ahead and enter Stanley Handcrafted, which is our candle company. And if you grab this, just like the iPhone with any pictures, you can grab, pinch it, and you can resize it. And it will, you can feel it snap if you get off center. You can feel it snap right in the center. So it stays, it's pretty easy to manipulate and move around. You can't really off center it too much. You can feel it just kind of pop in there. Go ahead and save that one again. I'm going to choose text again. Choose another color. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and type in our website. And obviously, you can do whatever you want. If you want to put the ounces, the scent that you're doing, the website, the town you live in. Okay, make sure I spelled that right because I am terrible with that. Okay. And I'm not going to do too many on these. I'm just going to put a scent on this one. I'm not going to do the made in Gig Harbor, the 8 ounces or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and choose text again. I'm going to go down to a little bit more of a playful color, and I'm going to do this one Plumeria, which is one of the newer scents that we're doing. And since it's spring, it kind of fits. So Plumeria. And I'm going to go ahead and leave that exactly the way it is and call it good. Now, if you mess up one of these, or if the Plumeria is too big, Stanley Handcrafted, whatever your website is, if it's too big, you can go up to the very top right corner, and you've got those two squares with the little arrow over the top of it. Those are your different layers. If you click on that, and then you go down to the middle where it says View Edits, you can go in there and you can type in and edit individual. So you hit that one. I'm on the Stanley Handcrafted. You touch text twice, and you've got three options. You can delete, you can change the colors, and you can edit. Those are the little bars right there on the right side. So go ahead and click that one, and then if you wanted to, you could move that around a bit. But I'm just going to go ahead and leave it, hit the check mark. Make sure all these are checked back on, or it will save like that. And then over in the top left-hand corner, hit that little arrow, and it'll go back to your image right there. And then when you're done, just go ahead and hit save. You can save as a copy, so you can keep your original white background, or you can just save over that white background. I'm going to go ahead and save as a copy. And then go back out. I'm going to go back into Photos. And this one probably went to my main albums. And there it is right there. So I'm going to go ahead and export this, and I'm going to show you how to basically get it set up in the Avery.com website, and then save as a PDF so you can print it really easy. Okay, so for this next part, I just went to app.print.avery.com. You can use anything you want. Avery just works out. Very easy for me. I buy all my labels either through Avery themselves, or I just go to Office Depot and find some labels to print on. The label that I'm going to use today for the one that we just did is 22822, which is a 2x3 sheet. I usually do these in clear, so just go ahead and click on that one. It'll pull it up to the spot where you can select the image. I created the image that you just saw on my phone. I emailed it to myself and then saved it to the desktop. So I'm just going to go ahead and select the file. Good. I named it Plumeria. So I'm going to scroll down here a little bit. Grab this Plumeria one. Hit open, and it'll automatically drop it into the space. That actually fit perfect, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like that. Sometimes you might take it in just a little bit. There's a little bit of a bleed area. You can see it's touching the perforated area right there. That's actually not too bad. If I was going to do the label again, I'd probably make that just a little bit smaller, just in case it prints off a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and use that one. You go to the next section, and you can actually resize it a little bit. So if you click on this image now, you can get in here and you could actually drag these back and forth. So actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take that in just a little bit so that there's no bleed. And then if you go in here, you can either do all of them. If you look over on the very right side, you can see each one of these over here. Or you can do edit one, where you could actually go through and you could delete that one and then add another one. So you could actually create a sheet that had 8 different labels on it. But I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. Once you get the label in there and centered, you're just going to go down to the bottom right where it says Preview and Print. This one, it's letting you know that you went outside of the parameters or the settings. It basically wants you to make sure that you're printing right, so make sure you look at your area. I know this one's good, so I'm going to go ahead and skip this step. And then once you get over here, just go ahead and hit Print again. And I have an Avery account, so it's nice to save it. You can go through and you can rename this and save it. And then once you do, it'll save it to your Avery account, and then the next screen, it'll actually give you the option to save as a PDF. Now this is my favorite option because printing directly from Avery, sometimes the printer settings or the driver settings, some of the font settings can get messed up, so what you send to the printer may not come out like it should. If you download the PDF, it'll save it just as you created it. So go ahead and hit save. That's going to come right back here. So I'm just going to go ahead and name this one Plumeria. Whoops. if I could actually spell it right. Plumeria, and then we'll go ahead and hit save. Actually, I better rename that because I already have one. I'm going to go ahead and rename it Plumeria 02. Go ahead and click save. And then from here, you can go ahead, find the PDF that you just saved. So for this one, we're looking at Plumeria 02. Go ahead and open that up. Make sure that your printer has the labels in it. Okay, so you can see this finally came up. Basically, all I do from here, I don't go into any printer settings. I just go ahead and hit print. I'm going to hit cancel on this one because I don't need to print anything. And then there's the finished labels right there. And the nice thing about this is it saves the PDF on your desktop so that if you ever want to go back and print these labels, you just open it up and print it again. And that's pretty much it right there. Very quick, simple, easy labels. You can definitely get a lot more detailed with it. You can change up your backgrounds. And like I said, the 3 different apps offer a lot of different things. So go ahead and just play with each one of them. You'll probably find one that you like a lot. But you can definitely make some very nice labels that look real professional, very easy and for free.